Hey guys, welcome to Game Informed Family. This is Game Informed Mom, and joining me today is
Game Informed Kid.
Today we're going to be taking a look at Awesome Pea 2. Pigeon Dev was kind enough to supply us with a key to try the game out before it launches on the PlayStation 4 on June 3rd, if I'm not mistaken.
We are going to break the game down into 4 sections: music, gameplay, controls, and graphics.
We'll start with the easy one, graphics. As you can see, this isn't one of those photorealistic open world open world games put out by insert any AAA studio here. Not all games have to look like you're watching television. The graphics are crisp and well done. You play as a pea, the greedy pea, and it looks like you're playing as a pea, albeit a slightly squishy pea, but a pea nonetheless.
The enemies are simple but detailed, if that makes sense. We give the graphics a 9 out of 10. Let's move on to the controls. They are exactly what you would expect in a platformer.
So the only problem that I had with the controls is here in the video. You can see there's a little bit of a pause in the gameplay. William got to this point and he didn't immediately realize how to advance. I took the controller, I pushed a couple of buttons, I figured it out relatively quickly, but Game Informed Kid may not have come to that realization as quickly as I did. So, it lacks a tutorial, but beyond that, the controls are solid. It's hold down and push X, by the way. So we're gonna go with a 7 out of 10 for the controls.
Now next up is gameplay. About 1/3 for the game, the levels got a little rage-inducing. It got pretty challenging, and I play Cuphead, so I know what challenging is.
So overall, the gameplay is solid. It's challenging enough to be interesting. I will say that when those bullet things start flying at you from all directions, man, that's no joke. The levels are designed well and in a manner that makes it easy to figure out where to go next. Getting there could be another matter entirely, but you know where to go. As far as rage-inducing, I didn't get that rage factor, but Game Informed Kid kind of rages a little bit faster than I do. So there is that. Overall, though, solid gameplay. We are gonna go with an 8 out of 10 on gameplay.
Finally, we get to talk about my favorite part, the music. I love it. 12 out of 10.
So, the music is what makes levels harder. When that music speeds up, it adds to the stress. The music doesn't reset when you do or when you die, so that stress level doesn't go down when you get back to the beginning of the level. It's still up there at high stress. Now, the music does loop around, so eventually you will get back to that nice, slow start, and then it's going to ramp back up and stress you out again. So the world map music, which is perfect, by the way, is nice and calming. Then you get into the level, a little bit faster, but still nice, relaxed, not too high pressure. And then, man, few seconds into that level, that music ramps up, and you are stressed. It's absolutely fantastic. It's in a good way. So, it fits the game perfectly. Now, the music in the levels is different between levels. It fits the level well, and it makes the game more enjoyable. It really does. So, that's all the good stuff about the game. But no game is perfect, right? So, Game Informed Kid, do you feel like anything could be improved about Awesome Pea 2?
Yes, I do. So, the world map flag is the only thing that shows where a level is, and it doesn't really have that much, effort. It's just one flag. That's all.
Okay, so I'm gonna kind of agree on this. The world map leaves a little to be desired. I don't think it's low effort necessarily. I think part of it is the overall look of the game just kind of lends itself to the map looking like that. I do wish it was a little bit more detailed, but I mean, it's not terrible, but it is kind of hard to tell where you are on the map. So, small criticism, minor thing right there. I mean, that's barely even a criticism because the map is functional. It does what it's supposed to do. So, anything else?
Coins don't do anything.
Yeah.
It's like if I was planning to make something for the coins to do, I'd make some kind of like shop, and we use those coins to get some kind of like power up, like speed or more lives.
Well, lives are infinite, but
Like, I
but I
mean-
get your point.
I mean like hearts. Like before you die, you don't only die one.
got you, like a shield that you can take a
Like
hit
some
before you
bat
die.
hit you, bleh, you're already dead.
Alright, so I mean, I don't disagree with that point. It's not a criticism of the game, though. It's just the game. It would be cool if the coins did something more than just collect the coins for the trophy, because that is actually what the coins do. If you collect all the coins, you get the trophy for the level. But, I mean, I do kind of agree on that. It would be kind of cool, but again, not completely necessary as far as, you know, the game being a good game. It'd be nice, but, hey, whatever. I mean, I'm good with it the way it is.
The next thing is colors. I just don't understand why there ain't colors in this. I just think we should have colors.
Okay, so this one I'm gonna disagree on. Now, I mean, don't get me wrong, would it be nice to have more color in the level? Yeah, sure, of course it would. But I think that the colors in the game, just that overall feel of the game and it looking the way that it does, I think that makes the game just that much better. If the game were in full HD color, I think it would look less like Awesome Pea. I think this is what it's supposed to look like, and it just kind of feels right to me. So I'm gonna disagree on that point. Anything else?
Yes.
Oh gosh.
There is only 3 enemies, which is the weird bat skull thing, and the chainsaws, and the cannons.
Okay, so that is true. There are only 3 enemies, but I mean, it's hard to criticize there being 3 enemies. I mean, there's 25 levels in the game, so would more variety have been nice? Yeah, it would have been. But I like the little flying bat skull thing. You know,
I'm not trying to get rid of it. I'm trying to add more.
No, I know. But I mean, I'm sure it's not easy to, you know, program more enemies into a game. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a programmer like some of us here. But, I don't know. I kind of like that there's not a whole lot of different enemies because you don't have to learn a lot of different, you know, different AIs. But I guess it would have been kind of cool to have more than 3.
And next, there is only one theme, which is the sewers. And I just think it would be more cool if, you know, he was like at a beach or a desert or the North Pole.
Okay, I'm gonna disagree with that point. I mean, you're a pea, so why would the pea be at the beach or the North Pole? Although, granted, why would the pea be in the sewer walking around? But I think that that's part of the core of the game, is that it takes place in the sewers.
I will answer the question of him being at the beach. You know how he's so grumpy? Maybe he can just calm down by having a vacation.
I see, so maybe if he goes to the beach, he won't be so greedy?
Yeah, maybe he'll finally have a smile on his face in the game.
I see.
And maybe he could be at the beach at the end of the game, looking at the sun.
Maybe. Although I disagree that the sewer setting is a bad thing, but you did kind of segue into my only criticism of the game, And I really only have one true criticism of the game, and that's the fact that you are just thrown into the sewer with no story. It doesn't have to be an extensive story, just a couple, just a splash screen with some text at the beginning of of level 0. Let me know why I'm here. Other than that, though, I really don't have any criticisms of the game. And I'm not expecting some in-depth, RPG story, just a little splash screen with some text saying, hey, you're a greedy pea and you're about to go into sewers, don't die. You know what I mean? Do you agree with that? Do you disagree?
Well, honestly, I agree. It would be nice to have a story.
I agree. But yeah, that's my only criticism. So, overall, I mean, the game is what it is. It is a simple platformer. It is not supposed to have photorealistic graphics. It's not supposed to have an in-depth RPG story. It's not, and it doesn't have any of those things. I mean, but the game is solid. Game Informed Kid and I give it an 8.5 out of 10, which is, for, those of you in American schools, that's like a B. So, I mean, that's pretty good. I mean, I would have been happy to pass with a B. I'm just saying. So, do you have anything else to add, Game Informed Kid, before we go?
No, but I do have to add the outro.
No, I don't have anything to add, but I do have to add the outro. Okay, go ahead then. Do our outro.
You want, get it because we need to do the outro?
Yeah, I get it. So go ahead and do our outro, bro.
Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed this video, and like and subscribe, comment, and have a wonderful and funderful day.